Alice GC.
Today's movie review is on Resident Evil Retribution. So it's the 5th time around Resident Evil Alice has come back. So this whole film series started in 2002 with Resident Evil Apocalypse 4, Extinction in 07, Afterlife in 2010, now Retribution for 2012. So Alice, starring Milla Jovovich, is once again captured by Umbrella, and now she has to escape a facility that is like a gaming world because they have set up like stuff that recreates zombie outbreaks, and she and a team with Ada Wong has to escape. That's pretty much the story. She always gets captured. It's hilarious. So what I liked about the film, it's pretty much fan service, because I mean, if you don't play the games, you don't really get where these monsters, aka Las Plagos, comes from, which came from Resident Evil 4. So I mean, if you are not into the gaming world of Resident Evil or Biohazard, you're gonna be lost. But it's okay. Alice sort of does a quick revamp of what happened in the entire series just to get you caught up, and it's nice, but it was okay for me. But I totally forgot about Afterlife, but that's okay. Ada Wong could have been totally screwed up, but Bingbing portrayed her fine. And that dress, totally impractical, but there was one shot where it's like, yep, she totally wore that dress for just that shot. Alice showing off the mom side of her, because like with the storyline going out, she becomes a mom somehow, and just seeing the emotional side and just her interaction with the child was good job. The setting was great. It set up the whole video game vibe, because I mean, you got your stages, you just go through them, and then you got like things to fight, and you fight them, and then ding ding ding, you can go to the next level. And yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, there was one scene where it just kept killing, and then like there was a lot more zombies coming, and all of a sudden, oh, you have reached the amount of killing required. The door opens. Mika Nagashima saying hi to the Japanese fans. I'm thinking a pretty popular Japanese singer in your Resident Evil films is just catering to the Japanese fans. I mean, like, where else can you see Mika Nagashima in a English film? I don't think there's anything with her in it yet, anyway. The action fight scenes were good. I mean, you got a fight with, like, the hammer guys from Resident Evil 5, and not one, but more than one of them was just, whoa. What I didn't like. Leon Kennedy, who are you? That pretty much sums it up. They did not introduce him, and he just showed up in Retribution. He wasn't even in Afterlife. And dialogue, whoever wrote the dialogue just needs to be fired, because it's just horrible. I mean, some of the interactions were good, but then like the majority of the dialogue was just like, whoa, really? They are gonna say this at this time? Contextual fighting. I mean, like, there were scenes where it's like, it's so much pressure, and all of a sudden things happen, and you're just like, they're gonna stand there when this happens? You can't just stand there when this happens. When this happens, you hide for cover, you run. You do not grin at each other and go like, good job, buddy. That does not happen! So it was in 3D. Was the 3D necessary? Nope, not at all. It's just those cheap, like, let me shoot at the screen, boom, and then bullets fly towards your face, and let me throw a knife at you, and it comes through you. Or like, the blood just splatters onto the screen for 3D effect. So that's pretty much it for Resident Evil Retribution. Watch it in theaters? I don't know. You don't need to. Watch it somewhere else when it comes out on DVD, and you can borrow or rent it off somebody. From what I read on interwebs, there's a sequel coming for sure, and it's going to be the last one. And I must say, like, even though it's corny and cheesy, Milla Jovovich does a really nice Alice, and she really carries the film. No Alice, pretty much like, no reason to watch. And also, I think the biggest thing that the films have over the game is that it just proves how badass Umbrella is. Compared to the games, you don't really necessarily know how big Umbrella is. You just know that they're like wreaking havoc in the world, but in the films, you're just like, whoa. Their production value is just way off the charts. Like, they're just nuts, and they can do all this madness. There you go, that's my review on Resident Evil Retribution. Just wanna get a shout out to RX Comics for providing me with this gorgeous cap that's red and has Retribution on the top, as you can see from the beginning of the video. Thank you, RX Comics. See you. Like it, subscribe, check it out.